Hello everyone, my name is Lordsfame and I'm happy to be here once again. As you know, I'm the author of Diane's Fantasy, Sheila and Short Diary of Ejima. Today we are going into episode 9 of Diane's Fantasy. Before going into it, I would like to remind you once again about this book, Diane's Fantasy. You can get your copy on Amazon. And so without wasting too much time, let's go straight into Diane's Fantasy. Today we are going into episode 9 of Diane's Fantasy. So, alright, episode 9 of Diane's Fantasy. A night before. The room temperature was hot as Vanessa and Nam engaged in a hot argument. Vanessa was crying bitterly. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going. If you like, cry till forever. You are going with me. I'm not going. You didn't even tell me this before. I cannot go. I can't leave Rick. I can't live without Rick. Exactly. Real reason I didn't tell you. Before you ruin your life, I'm sweeping into action. Lamb chuckled mischievously. You think you're wise, huh? No, you're not. We are catching our flight first thing tomorrow morning, so you only have tonight to pack your things. Vanessa cried harder. I'm not going anywhere. I will kill myself if you force me. I'm not leaving, Rick, or I will die. Oh, you want to kill yourself? Go ahead, and I will tell you my kind of doctor with the dead. Go ahead and please yourself. Just make sure you do not cut your throat nerves, or you will regret it when you wake up. He started to storm inside. You can wake the dead and you didn't wake Mom, she cried out. Lamb stepped on the steps instantly at her words. It hit him hard. He blinked sadly in thoughts. Then he stormed inside. Vanessa slumped to the floor and cried bitterly. Then watched, peeping through the window from outside. All through his way home, Rick was speechless. He couldn't believe what Ten I just told him, where he had asked. I don't know, son. They didn't tell. Ten had answered. She can't do this. She can't do that. Dr. Lam cannot do that to us. He's a good father and a friend to me. He loves me and has never raised an eye to his daughter and mine's relationship. He was thoughtful. But Ten had no reason to lie. He got home still speechless and went straight to his room. This would have been easy on him if he had seen it coming, just in a flash, just like that. His dream was shattered. Is this how it feels? All his life he had never felt any need to worry. He had never been in want. He had never been heartbroken. He heard about it from his friends and seen it in movies, but he never knew how it felt. This was just like living dead. He could feel nothing was strange in his heart. It was like his heart was being pressed on, being squeezed on. It was like his heart was in a confined space, being restricted breathing and being stomped on repeatedly. It was like it was being crushed intentionally. It was like everything. He wanted to cry but he couldn't. The tears were just not coming. How could he cry when he couldn't breathe? Then and there, he understood the words, I can't breathe without you. He had always thought that those words were put together by little minds to confirm their stupidity. How can you not breathe and still live and talk about it? But then everything was clear. Something was stomping on his heart and he found it difficult to breathe. That was it. It was difficult. Everything was normal till yesterday, and today he started hyperventilating. Rick was lying on the sofa looking sick and pale. He looked like a fillet on the sofa. John was making hot tea beside him. She touched his body and sighed with worries. She looked up at Ron, walking towards them. I don't understand this again. It's getting worse. We should take him to the hospital, Ron said. Lam is his doctor, and now that he's traveled with his daughter, what do we do? And it's also the cause of this problem, Ron pointed out. I still can't believe he did that, Joanne said. And I can't believe you just said that. He's a father. He did what you should have done as a mother. I warned you the kids were getting too close. Now see, he's never been ill before. If one thing is sickness is cough, only cough. Honey, they've been friends the moment we gave back to them. I've been a mother to Van since Howdy died. So tell me, how wouldn't they be close? There's no wrong from that. Yes, I know. But that was too much. See how he is now. Joanne was thoughtful. Only God knows how Van will be now. Oh, that's what you're thinking right now? Anyways, that's his problem. He caused it and he's a doctor. So he will take care of her, and it's time we got our son a new doctor. Rick muttered out of his weakness. I'm not going to the hospital. Son, I know you've never been in a hospital in this situation, and you hate going there. But your doctor has fucked you up, so you have to go now. His breath ceased, and he started stretching and fighting for breath. He couldn't talk again. His parents jumped to his aid. Son, Vic! Ron snatched him into his arms and started to rush out, while Joanne roamed in confusion unconsciously. Joanne! Ron screamed. Yes! The scream snatched her back into her senses and she rushed after them. Present day. Rick inhaled hard and exhaled. Vanessa's words echoed in his head. I'm back for you. I love you, Rick. My love, Diane called from the room, distracted him from his thoughts. Rick startled. Where are you? Come on in, I'm missing you here. Rick rubbed his face with his palms and answered. Be there in a jiffy, my love. He walked in. Chapter 12. The day had been busy for the couple. Rick had to perform 3 different intense surgery, and each one lasted at least 4 hours. He had left home very early thinking of the 2 operations, but got to the hospital to meet an emergency. He had to rush to the operation room without preparing. Though the day was hectic, but he was thankful the 3 operations were successful. Diane's day too was filled, as she had a meeting with her company's directors. All the directors of her companies from other countries had been in the country for days to talk about business fair and their various quarters. But today's was most tiresome since they started. The meeting lasted 13.5 hours. Both of them couldn't be thankful enough for having their soothing shower, time to themselves, and finally this delicious dinner with chilled grape wine to relax. Mother called, Diane said, eating. Oh, what did she say? Did she say anything about the wedding? Yes, she said the father has chosen a date. Okay, Rick was eager to hear, looking at her, but Diane ignored and kept eating and pretended not to hear him. So? Diane looked up. What? She didn't give you a date? Mouthful. She did. Diane continued eating. And? What? The date! Tomorrow. Oh, okay. Then it struck him. Wait, what? Diane nodded, caging her brewing laughter. What? Tomorrow? That's ridiculous. No preparations, no nothing. That's fucking not possible. Fear enveloped him. Diane saw his expression, and as much as he tried to bottle up her laughter, she couldn't hold it any longer. She burst into laughter. She slapped her palm against her mouth for food not to pour out. Rick looked at her in confusion. What? Diane was successful in suppressing her laughter. She swallowed her food and looked at him. Rick was still staring stupidly. Diane, it's not funny. Tomorrow? He spread his hands. No preparations, no nothing. It's not possible. Diane couldn't help his facial expression, the notation. She burst into laughter again. Rick sighed and looked at her. Okay, tell me you're kidding, right? Because tomorrow is out of it. Diane breathed and tried to calm herself. Oh, what a good laugh, after all the stress. Rick chuckled watching her. Oh damn, you need to see your face. Jeez, you're not a man, Diane said laughing. Gosh, Diane, stop kidding. It's not tomorrow, right? Because it's just few hours to tomorrow. No, it's not tomorrow. It's August 27th. That's in 3 months. Is that not too far? Wait, that's birthday, Diane smiled, finishing his sentence for him. Yes, I'm suspecting Mom. I hope she didn't plan with the Reverend Father, he smiled. No, she wouldn't do that. Moreover, I feel that's cool. Dad will be happy wherever he is, Diane said. He's dead, Diane. He doesn't know anything is happening. I know he's dead. They are dead, but who knows? Diane blinked in thought. Rick looked at her in amazement and chuckled lightly. Diane smiled. But you were scared hell when I said tomorrow. Of course, what did you expect? I expected you to comport yourself. What if it's actually tomorrow? At least pretend it's real and say something, like a plan or something. It can't be tomorrow. You scared the hell out of me. My head was already scrambling, calculating a lot of things. Today, tomorrow, just less than 3 hours? Ha! What would happen? He laughed. Well, we'll just go to the registry and then have another auspicious date for the white one. Even at that, we still need to do some things, Diane said. You don't just go to the registry like that. Moreover, it might be booked already. Yeah, you're right. But we can just buy them up. There's nothing money can do. They would fix us in instantly. She gave him a stern look and he laughed, saying that. I know. Diane ate on. Better, you wouldn't do that. Rick looked at her and chuckled. Diane continued. We shouldn't use our money to oppress people. We have enough good things to buy than buying off people's happiness. Like the house you're buying tomorrow. I said I know. I was just teasing you. And you should know that, Rick said. Yeah, I know. And I'm just saying too. Moreover, money can't buy everything. You didn't buy my love, she said. Rick was silent. He looked at her, smiled and continued eating. Diane stopped talking and focused on her food. Did you? She looked up at Rick. My love. He looked in her eyes. Nothing can buy your love. Satisfied, Diane smiled and continued eating. But Rick wasn't done. Moreover, I didn't have the money then. Diane looked up at him instantly. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification button so that you can get alerted anytime I upload an episode. Alright guys, if you want a copy of my book, you can get a copy of my book on Amazon. The link is in the introduction, so check it. You'll find the link there. You can get your copy of any of my books that you want on Amazon. See ya, ciao, and don't forget, I love you so much. see ya next week.